everyone, good morning. So I know I keep posting these car videos, and I think it's because in the car is where I do most of my thinking, and this is where I get stuck in these patterns, and I don't know how to describe it, but I get stuck in the grief, and I can't express the grief and feel it because I'm driving, and it's a hot mess, right? So this is when I need to vent to you the most, I think, and talk to you the most. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera, but like I said, I am driving, and I'm driving in Baltimore, so you really gotta pay attention. But so last night I went to my in-laws, and we had a Christmas celebration thing. I don't know. It's not the same. Nothing's the same without my husband. And I used to love Christmas. And I think that was because of how much he loved Christmas, how excited he got for it. You know, how much he enjoyed giving others gifts. And I don't know. So I would always, every year, I would get his mom her gift. Sorry, that's a pimple. That's not dirt on my face. Anyways, I would get his mom a gift, and he would get his dad a gift. But now I have to get his dad a gift, and that's hard. And it's not the getting the gift part that's hard, because the guy is easy to buy for somewhat. You know, it's wine and cigars, although picking out the wine is difficult. And I would just sit in the liquor store and I wanted to scream, because it was just a reminder that Dan's not there and he should be doing this. And then the anger comes, like, it's not fair that I have to do this now, and I'm stuck behind handling all this, and I can't be with him. And I don't know, I just go from such intense grief to such intense anger in just a matter of seconds, you know? But it all worked out well, and, you know, we had a good time, and his parents were very grateful and very appreciative of me coming over to spend the night. And trust me, I know how lucky I am, because I've seen posts from other widows that the moment their husbands died, their husband's family is just completely, like, cut them off for whatever reason. So I am very blessed. I know that, and I'm very lucky, and I'm very grateful for my in-laws. They've helped me a lot get through this. But I avoid going over there sometimes because it's so hard to be there without him, right? It's so hard, especially, like, you know, I sleep in the same bedroom that he grew up in, and which sometimes makes me feel closer to him, and sometimes it just hurts so bad.
Watch out. Construction on road ahead.
Sorry. And the worst part is leaving without him for some reason. Even though, like, we lived our lives in our house, and you know, his ashes are home, and I know I have him here, and it's just for some reason when I'm leaving, I think it's because he's not physically coming with me, that I feel like I'm leaving him behind. And it's about an hour to my in-laws. In this entire ride, I feel empty. I feel awful. And it's because I feel like I'm leaving him behind, and I don't feel him with me. Now, when I get home, I feel him with me again. And I know some of you don't believe that, but I am able to feel him. I don't know. I mean, I hope it's really him that I feel. I think it's really him that I feel, but I don't know. Maybe it works is that, you know, he's able to somehow have his spirit in two places, and that's why I feel him so strongly as parents, and then I have to leave that spirit behind until I get, now I've lost my mind, right? Until I get to the other. I don't know. I've lost my mind. It's okay. It's grief. I'm just trying to make a rationality of why I feel so blah and empty in between. Now, there's lots of days that I feel blah and empty. Don't get me wrong, this grief makes me feel like that. And I always feel like I'm missing a big part of me, because I am. I mean, Dan's my best friend and my soulmate and my partner and everything. And so I always feel like I'm missing a huge part of me. But this drive, I feel like I'm even deeper. It feels like I'm missing a part of me. I don't know. It's exhausting. I'm tired of it. I just want my husband back. It's not fair. It's ugh. And now I'm just gonna start randomly talking to you guys, so bear with me. But last night we were watching Outlander, and I've watched a few other shows like this but Outlander was really hard for me. So it's season 7 where Claire thinks that Jamie's dead and she grieves him, and I felt her screams. I've screamed those screams. I have laid in bed and screamed like she did. I have laid on the floor where my husband died, and I've screamed like that. I screamed on the floor of the funeral home bathroom like that. Much more intense though, because it was real, but I got wonder. I'm like, God, this feels so real and true to what I felt as a widow. I couldn't help but wonder if the writer for that was a widow, or they got some input, because I don't know. But then I got really angry when she had sex with John, because the last thing you want, I don't know, I guess it's different for everyone, and no shame at all. No shame. You do what you need to do. But for me, it's been a year and I still don't want anyone touching me, and I still have no interest at all whatsoever.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
I don't know. And I just couldn't imagine a day or a night. But like, you know, she says she was imagining that was her husband, but I don't know. That annoyed me. I don't know why it pissed me off so much, but it did piss me off. Just because I guess they made it seem like it would be easy to move on, maybe. I don't know. And then I got so intensely jealous and upset when Jamie walked in and came home. Which, I mean, of course I was happy for Claire, and of course that's what we knew it was going to happen and wanted, right?
On shoulder ahead.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. But I was so jealous, and I felt that whole anger again, and how it's not fair that, I need to slow my ass down. I'm doing 20 miles over the speed limit, not paying attention. Oops, sorry guys. Give me a second. I lost my train of thought. I was angry and jealous that her husband got to come home to her, and she got him back, and I wouldn't get that. And I just lost my shit. I just started crying. So then I started thinking, like, what would I do if Dan did walk in the door? And, you know, she like started making out with him, and I wouldn't do that. I would just hold him and just want him to hold me, but I would want to talk to him. I would want to stare in his eyes and touch his face and just talk to him, you know? Yeah. And then he just left the house, which I'm like, and she let him walk out the door. I'm like, how are you letting him walk out the door? Like Dan would not be going anywhere without me ever again. He wouldn't be going to work. He wouldn't be going anywhere with me ever again. We'd be homeless people living on the streets just so we could be together all the time. I mean, he would never be out of my eyesight again. So she just let him like ride off. I don't know. It was crazy. But yeah, so I'm sorry for my random ramblings, but it does help me. And I don't know if any of you get anything out of this that will help me, knowing that maybe I'm helping you a little bit too. And I'm sorry the camera's all over the place, but I am driving. So yeah, and don't do this. Disclaimer: no driving while you're on your phone and videoing yourself. Okay, it's dangerous, because next thing you'll realize that you're doing 20 miles over the speed limit too. All right, I'll probably get a ticket in the mail for that. Just photo cameras everywhere. Anyway, all right, you guys. Well, you have a good day. have a good bit left of my drive still. So I'm just gonna try to get myself out of this funk and get myself through this feeling of emptiness and get home and maybe hopefully start to feel a little bit better, if that's possible, but a little bit more whole, breathe easier. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.